Today I'm going to show you a complete beginner's guide to the Nest Hub Max. I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips, tricks, and hidden features allowing you to leave this video as a Nest Hub Max expert. Let's get started. You can see on the very front of the device here we have a photo of it, and it looks like it has the weather, the time, and a Google Duo message that you can play. And then on the back it's got another photo of it where you can use it to cook, and it's sitting there on the kitchen counter. So it's very visual in terms of the packaging. It says big help for your home, for your busy home, and the Google logo on the bottom. So on the side it talks about the Google Assistant. You can just say hey Google and activate all these different commands, and the assistant can help you out. It has video calling, YouTube, Google Photos, Google Calendar, Maps, and Spotify support. And then on this side it has more details about how you can use the device. So really cool. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'll go ahead and unpackage it for you and set it up for the very first time. So it's got some shrink wrap here. You can just go ahead and peel that shrink wrap off, and then once you peel it off you can go ahead and open the box. So it just comes off just like this. You can rip it all the way off. So it's all the way around the box. Now that we have the shrink wrap off, we can go ahead and set the box down and pull the top cover of it off. It just slides down like this, and there we go. We have successfully opened up the box there. So on the very front here, you can see that as soon as you open the box, you can see this product, the Nest Hub, the Google Home, all the different devices right here, and you've got the Google logo right here on the front. It looks like that's a little sticker that we can peel off. Let's go ahead and take this out of the box. It just comes out like that, and we can set it on the desk. I'm going to put this in the back and see what else is inside the box. So we've got the product itself. We can pull out this little container here. We've got a Let's Get Started guide that we can pull out. And then we also have our power connector in the very back of the box. So we just pull out this box right here, and we've got the power connection. So that's highly important. Don't forget to take out the power connection because you'll need that in order to use the product. And that's all that's in the box there. So it comes with the device itself, which is right here, the power connector, and a Let's Get Started guide. So you just connect the power adapter and you download the Google Home app to get started. And they have a little option right here that lets us know about their privacy policy and some more details about how the cameras and mics work on this device. So very cool information that they've included in the box. Let's go ahead and undo this power connector, plug it up for the very first time, and get this device added to our Google Home application. So they've got some little connectors here holding the power cable together. We can go ahead and undo those like this. Just undo the power connector cables. And after that's done, we'll be able to turn this device around, and we can see there's only one port on the very back of it, and it's right here in the lower right corner. We'll plug the power connector into that port, and now you'll plug this other end into the wall, and it will boot up for the very first time. We can go ahead and peel this plastic off. You'll see it has a little arrow right here. So there's plastic with the Google logo on the front of it. We can go ahead and peel that off just by doing this, unpeeling it on the right here. We can go ahead and peel the plastic off just like that and turn it around, and now we have access to the screen without the plastic on it. And we can dispose of the plastic. We can put it in the recycling, and now we can go ahead and plug this up and boot it up for the very first time. So before we boot it up, I'll show you a little feature of the little areas where things are. You've got your camera right here, your microphones. On the back is this nice little fabric right here, and then you've got this Google fabric on the bottom that keeps it from sliding. Got volume controls right here on the left, and then this option turns off the microphone so it's no longer listening to you, and then you can turn it back on whenever you want to. So those are the little controls that we have right here, and of course you'll be able to activate this using your voice. So you'll be able to use the wake word, which we'll go over, just simply saying hey Google, and it will activate. You'll be able to control the volume and ask the Google Assistant almost anything to be able to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this up and we'll go through the setup process. All right, I've successfully connected it to power and we're presented with the Google logo. So it's booting up for the very first time, and it's really cool here that we have access to the Google Assistant at our fingertips. We're gonna get this set up and it's got a little loading screen for us. While this is getting set up, go ahead and go to your App Store and download the Google Home application. We've got a beautiful tone there as it gets started for the very first time. So in the App Store, if you search for Home, you'll be able to find the Google Home.
Hi. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
All right, so we've got the App Store right here. This can be on your iPhone or your Google device or your Android device. You just search for the Google Home application in the App Store and you open it up. You can see you can activate all your Google devices within the Home application, and it's really helpful. So your home in your hands, you download this to your phone and you open it up and you have full access to set up this device for the very first time. And one thing that's really cool is it notices it using Bluetooth and wireless technologies, that it's automatically going to pop up and say, hey, do you want to set up the Nest Hub Max? It notices that it's powered up, it's ready to get started, and all you have to do is just press this blue setup button after you install the Google Home app. You open it and you plug up your device. It'll automatically pop up just like it did here. It says if this is your device, you can set it up now, and all you have to do is just press this blue button. It'll ask where you're setting it up, your home address, your work address, wherever you're located at. So that it'll use that information as you properly ask it questions. You'll select that address, it'll look for the device, and then it will be able to find it. So it looks like it's found the device successfully. And now I can go ahead and confirm that this is the correct device. It says Nest Hub Max B38C. And I can see here in the bottom right corner that it's Nest Hub Max B38C. So if you have more than one and you plug them up all at the same time, you'll need to make sure that your the name of the device is properly set up and that you're setting up the right one. So we have the correct name, and then we'll see at the very bottom that we can go ahead and hit the next button in order to move forward and set this up successfully. So we'll hit next. It says connecting to Nest Hub Max. It has a beautiful animation, and then it wants us to verify, follow the instructions in the Google Home app. So it's connecting, it's successfully connected. And now it says, is the code on your display? So it's just confirming that we're talking to the correct Nest Hub Max. And we can see that this code right here, K9P2, is the exact same code that's on our display, K9P2. This way we know we're setting up the proper Nest Max and not someone else's Nest product, and it makes it really easy for us to get onboarded, because we don't want to accidentally set up the wrong device in a different room or a different area. So we'll go ahead and hit yes in the lower right to confirm that this is the correct device that we're setting up. It's going to ask us for some additional terms. We'll go ahead and say I agree, and then it says help improve Nest Hub Max. So if you want to improve this device's experiences, you can share stats, crash reports, and more. I'm going to go ahead and say no thanks, but if you want to, you can. You just press the yes, I'm in if you want to, or you press the no thanks if you don't want to. And now it asks, where is this device? And I have Google Home rooms set up already. So it has a few rooms that are already on my account in my Google Home. So I can just go ahead and select that this is in the office. But for you, if you don't have any rooms in your Google Home, then it'll have an option to create a new room. So you can see exactly where it's at, whether it's in the attic, back door, backyard, basement, bathroom, bedroom, den, dining room. And then it will create that room for you inside of the Google Home seamlessly, so you don't have to go create a room before you add this device. But since I've previously already created rooms, my rooms pop up right here, and I just select that it's in the office, and we are good to go. We hit the next button. It asks us to connect our Wi-Fi network, what Wi-Fi network we'd like to use. It's already connected right here inside the Google Home app. So I'll go ahead and just select the next button at the very bottom, and then we'll be able to move forward with connecting the Wi-Fi network. So we'll hit next. It's going to wirelessly send this Wi-Fi network information to the Google device. It's connecting, and you don't have to do any crazy thing. If you've never connected your Wi-Fi network with the Google product, you're most likely going to have to type in your password. So it may ask for your Wi-Fi password. You type that in, and then it will send that data wirelessly for the first time to the device. And you can see that it's connecting, and next up is the updating process. So it says hang tight. This will take a few minutes, and it's going to update for us. So you can see the progress bar is moving. We're at 6 or 5% here, 6%. Survey Junkie allows you to get paid by completing simple surveys. If you've ever wanted to make a little bit of extra money on the side, that's what Survey Junkie can help you do. They've got hundreds of surveys you can take for extra cash, and it's easy to sign up. Just go to appfind.org/surveys to get access to the best surveys to earn cash and gift cards. Sign up today at appfind.org/surveys to get started, and make sure to confirm your email address to get access to the highest earning surveys in your inbox. So it says confirm your preferences. Set this device based off previous settings, or set up like new to select individual settings. So we can go ahead. We have duo calling. This is video calling. It's currently off, and camera sensing is on. Duo calling allows you to make video phone calls to other people that have the Google Duo application. So it's kind of like FaceTime if you're in the Apple ecosystem, but it's Google's version of it. You've got camera sensing, which will allow this device to notice who's in the room and then greet them. So if you recognize your face, you just enroll your face on this, and anytime the camera notices you, it will say good morning, and it will let you know that it's talking to you. It'll insert your name. Good morning for me. It's really cool as I walk in from work, or if I come into the kitchen and it notices me, it'll greet me with my name, and it will say good morning or good evening or how are you doing, and then let me know that it's actively sensing me. So I can go ahead and confirm these settings because I'll keep them the same, and then we'll be able to move forward. So setting up your device, your settings were applied. We can see that the software update is at 53%. I've already set up recognition and personalization for this device, so my settings have been matched. Voice match is a feature where the assistant will recognize my voice. So that means it knows that I'm talking, and it will connect my accounts. So my YouTube, my Spotify, my search results and history. If I speak to it, it will save those accounts. It'll save those queries to my account because it will know that I'm talking. And it will also use my personal information when looking up stuff using the Google Assistant. So I think this is one of the best features on the Google device. When you turn on voice match, it will recognize your voice and then personalize the results based off who's speaking. And that means if someone else in the house speaks, then they won't get the same results that you get because it'll know that it's not you. And everyone in the house can turn on their own voice matching under their own profile, so it knows who's speaking at the right time, and then it references that person's account when they're speaking. So I think it's a really neat feature. Face match is on, so your assistant will recognize your face, and then personal results are on, so it will give us specific results to us. We can see that the device is restarting. The update is going to be applied, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to hit the continue button. I can get personal results on devices at Q, and I can come over here and see how that works. It details how it works. These devices will give personal results. So it shows all the speakers that will give me personal results. So I'll go ahead and turn this on, and it will work with all these various different devices. So we'll turn that on. Really cool that it can give me personal results. We can see the update is installing. We're at 30% there in the background. My assistant is ready. You can always make changes through the settings in your Google Home app or the Google Assistant app. So really cool stuff that we've got set up going on right here. We can hit the next button to see what else we have. What do you want to set up next? We can customize your photo frame. We can listen to music and radio. We can watch movies and shows and call friends and family. We can see the Google device in the background there is restarting. I'm going to go ahead and select a few of these. We can say listen to music and radio. We can say customize your photo frame. We'll go ahead and see what the process is like for all four of these as we set up our device. So we'll hit the next button. Personalize your photo frame. With Google Photos, you can choose albums, peoples, or pets that you want to see and have your best photos show automatically. So this syncs perfectly with your Google account and your Google Photos. And we can see in the background there, the device has successfully restarted and the update has been applied. So we're going to get access to this device very fast and very quick, which is super exciting. It's connecting to the Wi-Fi network. It's renamed itself to Office Display, and we're almost done. Just finished setting up in the home app, which is right here on our left side. So let's go ahead and personalize our photo frame. We can hit next, and it will go ahead. It'll pop up all of my photos of friends and family, and I can select which ones that I want in our photo frame. I'm going to go ahead and say use art gallery, but it's really cool that I can have recent highlights and other people, that are in your Google Photos pop up and show as a photo frame when you're walking in the office or in the kitchen or wherever this device is at. So I'm going to say use art gallery, and then it'll allow me to pick Google Photos, full screen clock, or art gallery. I love to see art, so I'll select art for that. But if you want to sync your Google Photos, you can do that, and then you can see your friends, family, right there on your device as you walk into it. So this is loading up. It's processing the art gallery request because you can see the colorful spinning circle. Now it's gone away, and now I can hit next and see what kind of art gallery photos that I want. So I can say featured photos from Getty Images, fine art, earth and space, street art, and captured on Pixel. This is really cool. It shows photos that were specifically captured on the Pixel phones. I'm going to leave all of these checked because they're all beautiful. I love the featured photos, the fine art, the earth and space, street art, and captured on Pixel. So we'll go ahead and hit the next option, and then we'll see which ones pop up eventually on our screen. So now we can play your favorite music, connect your music and radio services, then just say, hey Google, play music. So I know I have my Spotify connected. I can go ahead and hit next, and Spotify is already linked, but if I've got YouTube Music, which this is linked to my YouTube account, that's successfully added. I can have my Apple Music app, I can have my Pandora app, and my Deezer app. So these are all the selected services.
All right, here's Spotify.
Oh, it decided to speak. So we can see it was listening to me in the background, and now it's trying to load up Spotify. So we'll see what this adds in a second, but we'll go ahead and we'll keep Spotify as the primary one right here. Check out today's sponsor, Rakuten, where you can get a $30 bonus today when you sign up using the link in the description, appfind.org/Rakuten. You can shop at your favorite stores with over 3,500 stores to check out, and you install the plugin, create an account on Rakuten, and earn cash back today. It's really cool that you can come here and get paid to shop, and of course you can earn your $30 bonus today using the link in the description. This helps out the AppFind channel a lot, so check out today's sponsor, Rakuten, using the link appfind.org/Rakuten. So we'll keep primarily Spotify as the default music service. That's the one I use every day, but you can link all your other music services if you'd like to and select which one you want as the default. I'm going to hit next. Now it wants to link radio services, so you can let everyone play the radio just by asking it, and then you can link whichever services that you want to. We don't have Sirius, so I'm not going to link this, but if you want to, you can hit the plus button and link your Sirius XM account and then be able to listen to music. So I'm going to say not now for this. If you want to watch your favorite movies and shows, you can connect your video services to stream them on your TVs and display. I think this is really cool, so let's hit next and see what other services they offer. They've got Netflix, they've got Disney Plus, they've got Hulu, Paramount Plus, Stars, and MGM Plus. So you can link your various video services and then say, hey Google, play insert video service name, and then it will play that. So really cool options that we have right here to link video services. And then of course you'll have to log in with those respective accounts like your Netflix, Disney, Hulu, etc. So we'll go ahead and hit next. Now it wants to link live TV services, so we've got things like Sling TV, and then I also have YouTube TV, which is already linked and really set up, and we'll demo how that works in a second. I think that's another cool thing that you can ask the assistant to play live television and you can watch it from your smart display. So we'll go ahead and hit next. So that's what it looks like for linking television services. And then next you can stay in touch, connect your calling and messaging services, and then say the wake word, and then say call mom or call whoever you want to call. So really cool features that they have here. We'll go ahead and hit next and see what that looks like. So get started with video calling. We can start and receive high quality video calls and video messages on your display with anyone who has Duo. So a really cool feature. You can remove your Duo account from your display or delete your Duo account anytime in the settings. It asks for my phone number and my verification there, so I was able to enter that and verify with the code that it sent me. And now it wants to upload contacts. I'm going to opt out of this, but if you do upload contacts, it'll be helpful to know who you can call. And I'm going to say not now for that. I can set up calls and messaging like Zoom. So if I want to link Zoom and take my Zoom calls on this device, I can do that. A really cool feature. And then we can see what else is possible here. I can add household contacts, set up household contacts to quickly make and receive calls on displays and speakers. If you want people in the home to be able to do that, you'll instantly be able to call them. So I'll add this later in settings, but it's really cool to know that we can do this. That way it makes it easy. You just say, hey, call, and insert the name, and it will call them. So we'll hit next. I can stay in the know for Google hardware products and receive services, offers, and features. I'm going to say no thanks. And now we're almost done. Here's a review of what we set up. We set up the Office displays, YouTube Music, Spotify, and the Wi-Fi connection. So it makes it really easy for us to come here and see everything that we successfully set up on our device. And then we'll hit next and see if we can get our Nest Hub Max booted up for the very first time. So learn about the controls on the Nest Hub Max. We'll hit next. So the mic and camera switch. Slide the switch on the back to physically turn off the microphones and cameras. The light on the front will turn orange. So you remember the switch in the very back here that we saw in the beginning. We turn this around, this switch. If we turn this and it turns orange.
The mic and camera are off.
The mic and camera are now off, and you'll see this orange button right here, or this orange light at the very top there, and it lets us know that the mic and the camera are off. It will no longer wake up to the Hey Google command, and it will no longer be able to use the camera when the switch is on. If we undo the switch, you'll see the
mic
light,
and camera are back on.
the light goes off just like that. So we'll hit next. We got volume controls on the back. Adjust the volume with your voice or with the buttons on the back. So volume controls are right here, down to adjust the volume, up to adjust the volume. So we'll hit next. Office display is ready. Now let's go explore what you can do. So we're good to go. So since it got stuck during the boot up process, I'm just gonna unplug this at the very back here. It's gonna power off the device. And now I'm gonna wait a few seconds. We'll count to maybe like 5 more seconds. And then I'm gonna allow it to boot back up. And then it should boot back up for the very first time and allow us to use the Google Hub Max. So I'll plug it right back in. We'll turn it back around. Sometimes the technology process isn't as seamless. So if you do run into an issue like this, all you have to do is just unplug it and plug it back up. And it makes it really easy to get back started. So this will reset that process. It'll make sure that whatever bug we had earlier will be eliminated because it got stuck during the loading process. We get this beautiful tone as it boots up for the first time again, and we are almost good to go. And we'll be presented what I think with our art gallery that we selected during the setup process. So it's connecting to our Wi-Fi network, finish setup in home, then get to know your device. So let's see if we go to Office device. So we're in the home app, we're in Office display. We'll tap this finish setup button and it will start loading again. And we'll see if we are able to get to our home screen. And it works this time.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant, here to help you throughout your day. So you can get started, let me show you around.
So we'll go ahead and get started with the
First,
tour.
I'll show you where to find settings. Swipe up from the bottom.
So we swipe up for settings.
Here you'll see your most recent and commonly used apps. And to see all of your apps, you tap here on See All. This is where you can control some settings, like screen brightness, volume, and a few other things. To hide your apps and settings, swipe down.
So we swipe down to hide.
Now let's look at some things you can see on your home screen. To check out your day, swipe left from the right side of the screen. Now, here's the place where you can find information and actions chosen just for you, updated from morning to night. Next, go ahead and tap where it says Home Control. Now, this is where you can find and control devices in your smart home, like lights and thermostats. Almost done. You can ask me all sorts of questions, and I'll do my best to get you an answer. Try asking me about the weather.
Hey Google, what's the weather?
Right now in Oakland, it's 49 degrees and cloudy. Today, there'll be showers with a forecasted high of 54 and a low of 48. And tomorrow, it'll be cloudy. When you want to go back, you can swipe from the left edge. Just as a final tip, if you want to learn more, you can always ask me, what can you do? We're all done for now. I'm really looking forward to being your Google Assistant.
And there it goes. It recognizes me. It says, "Good morning, Justin," and it has my face there and my login. So really cool. So now we're booted up for the very first time. We went through the tour, and now we can get started using our product. So we can see we swiped for more information. We can talk to our assistant. We can set up look and talk so we can skip the wake word. And this will mean that we'll use the camera to detect when there is eye contact, and it will start listening to us automatically. I think this is a really cool feature. It eliminates the
With
need.
look and talk, you can look at your device and talk to me without saying, "Hey Google." I'll respond to you by checking face match and voice match. To set it up, check the notification on your phone or the face match settings in your Google Home app.
So you'll need to hit the settings button at the very bottom here and scroll down to Google Assistant, voice match, face match, and personal results. Tap on that and then go over to face match. And then here you can turn it on for which display. So look and talk. This means once we swipe that on and we hit turn on, it will be able to detect when we're looking at it, and it will start listening the second that it notices eye contact in the camera. So really cool feature for face match. So we've got that turned on successfully. And now we can go out, and now it notices that I'm looking at it, and it starts listening right here in the lower left. Anytime this icon with the little voice Google icons, the little voice wave here lets us know that it's listening and wanting to know what we're speaking and helping us out. So let's go ahead and use this for the very first time. Let's start out with asking it a few questions. All you have to do is just say the word "Hey Google," which wakes it up, and it starts listening just like it is now, and it's dictating what I'm saying. So it'll probably offer some response, but I'm going to go ahead and swipe up or swipe back to go home. So this is the little clock when it's not listening. Hey Google, what are some good restaurants in New York?
I found a few top-rated places near New York, New York.
So you can ask it for things like restaurants. You can ask it, "Hey Google, how long does it take to fly to New York?"
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
So it used Google search here and found my nearest airport, and then it's a little over 5-hour flight. Hey Google, go home. And then it takes us back to the curated art. So we can swipe to go back. You can see the art that we selected in the beginning of the setup process. We can swipe up to see our most used apps. We can click the See All button to see all of the applications installed. So we got weather, YouTube, search, Sling TV, Spotify, timer, and more. Really cool features like broadcast, where we can broadcast to other devices in the Google ecosystem. So we have multiple devices and we have them in different rooms. We can send a message to all of them just by pressing this broadcast button.
What's the message?
I'm filming right now, and I can't wait until everyone sees this video.
Okay, broadcasting now.
So now it just sent it to all the other Google Homes in the house, and that's really cool. So just like that, we can go back to See All. We can see what other applications we have. We've demoed what it looks like to do the weather. We can ask Google, recipes. Hey Google, how do you make a cake?
Here's a video I found from search.
So it's playing an ad on YouTube, but then of course after that we'll get to our cooking recipe here. So how do you make a vanilla cake? We can watch this and play it out. So really cool that you can ask Google for instructions and it help you out just like that. We can swipe up to access this bar anytime we want to see our favorite applications. We also have these quick settings at the very bottom. We've got the brightness, where we see right now it's all the way up, but we can lower the brightness or we can keep it all the way up. It also has smart ambient lighting, so it'll know when the lights are off and it will dim down the display, which is really cool. We can tap swipe up, we got volume controls right here, so we can go all the way down or all the way up. And it plays a little audio tone to let you know where you stand. We can tap and just swipe up like this. We can swipe from the left side to go back to our art gallery. We can swipe up. We've got video options right here. So this turns off the camera.
The camera is back on.
This turns on the camera. And these are two different switches here. So this is kind of like a software version of it compared to the switch in the back is a hardware switch when it turns off. So we've got options right here for the camera. And then right here, we can press this button and it turns on Do Not Disturb. And that way any notifications or settings, it won't speak, it won't alarm us when we're recording or when we're working hard. So we can turn that off. We've got this option right here for alarms, so you can set alarms up and you can use Google, whether you want to say, hey Google, set an alarm for tomorrow at 8 a.m. and then it will start out.
There, your alarm's set for tomorrow at 8 a.m.
So just like that, it'll be able to set an alarm. You can manage those. We can hit done and then swipe back up and go to the alarm section, and we can see that our alarm is set for tomorrow at 8. We can manually do it without saying hey Google, and we can scroll over and detect, just using the touch screen, it's listening to us, but we can select any alarm time that we want. We can say 5:10, set it, and then just like this, we can repeat it. We can have a different alarm tone. We can do a sunrise alarm, a morning routine. They've got multiple different experiences here. We can hit done, and now we have 2 alarms. We can swipe up, press the alarm button, and we got an 8 a.m. alarm and a 5:10 p.m. alarm. We can turn those off. We can use the assistant to turn them off. All you have to do is just say, hey Google, turn off all alarms.
Alright, they're both canceled.
Today's video is sponsored by Bot Builders. If you've seen AI and wondered how you can make money using AI, then this free Bot Builders webinar is something you should definitely sign up for. You'll learn how you can generate a passive income by building AI bots for businesses, even if you have no tech experience. Sign up for the free AI MasterClass today using the link in the description or going to appfind.org/botbuilders. It's a free AI masterclass hosted by one of the top ManyChat bot experts, Matt Leitz, where he will walk you through how you can earn an income by building AI bots for businesses and take advantage of the AI revolution. You can sign up for the free AI masterclass at appfind.org/botbuilders or using the link in the description.
And it cancels them just like that. Google is great for timers, especially if you're in the kitchen and you're baking or you're cooking. Hey Google, set a 10-minute baking timer.
Alright, a 10-minute timer called baking. Starting now.
And just like that, it starts a timer for us. It even puts a nice little graphic right here up for baking. So a 10-minute baking timer. You can set multiple timers. Hey Google, set a 2-minute timer.
Second timer for 2 minutes. And we're starting now.
So we got multiple timers running at the same time. Really cool features. You can cancel or pause any of these timers as you need to. We'll go ahead and hit the cancel button for both of these. And then we got the baking timer. So really cool options. I want to set a timer again, but this time I'm going to make it for like 5 seconds so you can see what it looks like when it goes off. Hey Google, set a timer for 5 seconds.
Okay, 5 seconds.
4,
Starting now.
3, 2, 1, and now the timer goes off. And I think because it's listening to us with this Google option, the Google Eyes look at me, it's not making noise right now, but it theoretically should make noise and let you know that the timer is going off. So we can try that again. Hey Google, set a timer for 5 seconds.
Alright, 5 seconds. Starting now.
This time I'm not going to look at the camera, and there it goes. So you can see I'm looking at the camera because the little voice waves come up again. So if you're looking at the camera, it will not make noise because you are looking at the timer itself. But if you're not looking at the camera, it will make noise and let us know that, hey, this timer is going off. So really cool options that we have right there. We've got this little option right here.
Okay, what do we need to fix?
For feedback. Oops, this is just a demo purposes. We don't need to fix anything.
Should I send it?
and then we'll hit cancel on that. So if you have an issue, you can swipe up and send that feedback directly to Google, and then you can press the settings gear at the very right to go into very detailed options. You got system settings, about device, display, photo frame, network, send feedback, regulatory labels, and open source licensing. So you just swipe here from the left all the way to the right to go back. You swipe on the right all the way to the left to see more information, like your afternoon, your home control. We can turn on the office lights just by pressing that button right here. We can set various different routines. We can check out cameras. If we want to look at the kitchen camera, we can press that button right there. You can connect these in your Google Home. This is another Hub Max in the house that is connecting to, and then we should be able to see a live feed from it as it connects. So it's taking some time here. It's in an idle mode. We'll go to live video and see if we can get that to connect successfully. And there it goes. We get a live view from the kitchen. So it's black right now. And it has this little live button in the top left to let us know that it's live. But it's not transmitting the data successfully. So that camera may be off or disconnected at this point. So we're going to swipe. Yeah, camera feed is not available. So we'll swipe back. So those are options if you do have other cameras in the house. You can see other rooms, other speakers, family. You can send a family broadcast to every phone. You can set a homework timer.
What's the message?
Never mind.
No problem.
You can do discovering. You can manage the photo frame. You can ask the temperature outside. So you can see all the various different options that we have right here in our Google device. And we can swipe to go home. So this Google device, the Google Home, the Nest Hub Max, is really powerful, and it's listening, and it can be your best friend and your best assistant. All you have to do is just ask it. One of my favorite features is it's being connected to YouTube TV. If you pay for live television, you can just say, hey Google, play Disney Channel.
Playing Disney Channel on YouTube.
And I'm going to turn down the volume because we don't have rights to play Disney Channel on YouTube, but it just, it starts playing Disney Channel because it's connected to my YouTube TV subscription. I'm going to immediately swipe back and go off. But that's one cool feature that you have. If you pay for something like YouTube TV, you can watch live television right here on your device, and it makes it really seamless and really cool. So I'm a big fan of this software and a big fan of using them and how they connect together, especially if you have multiple Google Homes in your house. So it makes it very fun to use this. You can listen to your music, you can play your different streaming services, you can get recipes, you can get all kinds of information. They've even got Google News right up here where you can get the latest news right here, and it plays a podcast for us. So I'm going to go ahead and swipe from the left all the way to the right to go back home. And those are the really cool features that are right here baked into our Google Home. Again, anytime you want to access an app, you just swipe from the bottom. You can see all your various different apps just like that. And you can see in the background there, it's still playing the news option. We can swipe to go back just like this. And then we can hit the news application. We can say see all, go back to Google News, and then we can pause that just by pressing the pause button. So really cool options that we have right here on our Google device. It's great for asking any question. Hey Google, how hot is our sun?
The temperature of the sun is 5,772 Kelvin.
I'm going to turn up the volume there. So you can ask it any random question. It can use Google to let you know the answer of that question. It's really helpful. It's the smartest thing. It's a really powerful AI assistant that you can just ask any question, and it will use Google search to be able to determine the answer to that question. So we'll swipe up. We'll see all of our applications. You've got reminders, podcasts, stories, weather, and more. So tons of applications right here on the Google device. And it's really handy and really helpful, no matter whether it's in the kitchen, the office, the bedroom, to be able to just ask Google a question at any time. It can control your smart home. It can display your photos. It can display art. So really fun applications right here on this Google device. So this has been a complete beginner's guide of the Nest Hub Max. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and let us know what your favorite Google feature is on this device in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to press that like button smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to let us know that you love our videos and to see the next ones when they come out. We love making these videos for you and we can't wait to produce the next one. So thanks for watching.